Hello and welcome to Park Dong-chong's Barefoot Morning Letter. Today, we're diving into the amazing healing power of barefoot walking. Have you ever stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, the cure for so many of our modern health issues isn't in some high-tech lab, but it's been right underneath our feet this whole time? So, let's kick things off with a pretty big question. All around the world, we're seeing this explosion of chronic diseases, the ones tied to inflammation. So you have to wonder, in our big rush to modernize everything, did we accidentally cut ourselves off from something simple, but fundamentally important for our health?
And the answer, which might surprise you, is a big yes. For the last 100 years or so, we've basically been living in a bubble, totally insulated from the earth. We've cut ourselves off from its natural healing electrical energy. And that is the lost link we're going to dig into today.
Okay, so what are the consequences of being so disconnected? Well, let's jump right into our first major clue. And it's a pretty startling one.
Okay, just look at this graph. It's incredible. That yellow line, that's the explosion of synthetic-soled shoes that kicked off back in the 1950s. And the red line, that's the rise in diabetes happening at the exact same time. See, before all this, most shoes had leather soles, which are conductive. They let you connect to the ground. Now, something like 95% of them are made of insulating plastic or rubber. So I have to ask, is that really just a coincidence? Or is this a massive clue about our lost electrical roots?
Right. So if being disconnected is the problem, then what exactly are we missing out on? This is where it gets really fascinating. Let's get into the science of how our body's own natural healing circuit is supposed to work. I want you to think about your body for a second. It's basically a super complex bioelectrical machine. Your brain, your heart, your immune system, all of it runs on tiny electrical signals. And what's the power source for all this activity? Electrons. They're the little microscopic sparks of life that make everything happen, all those chemical reactions that keep us going. Okay, now, when you get an injury, your immune system unleashes these things called free radicals. You can think of them as the body's emergency response team. They rush in, they clean up the mess, destroy damaged cells, and make way for repairs. But, and this is a big but, when the emergency is over and this crew doesn't go home, or if there are just too many of them, they start causing trouble. They start attacking healthy cells. That's what we call oxidative stress, and it's a huge driver of chronic inflammation.
And this is where the magic really happens. See, the surface of the Earth is practically swimming in a limitless supply of free electrons. So when we walk barefoot, those electrons flow right up into our bodies, and they act as the most powerful antioxidant you could ever imagine. They go in and they neutralize all those out-of-control free radicals, calming down that inflammation at the source. It's literally like calling in the cavalry to restore peace and order inside your body.
But wait, it gets even better. It's not just about cleanup. These electrons also recharge us. Research has shown that grounding, connecting to the earth, dramatically cranks up the production of ATP. And ATP is the energy molecule that powers every single cell you have. It's like plugging all of your trillions of tiny cellular batteries into a universal power bank, which speeds up healing, repair, and just about everything else. So you might be wondering, how does all this healing energy get to where it needs to go so fast? Well, that's thanks to a mind-blowing discovery by a Nobel laureate. He figured out that the protein structures inside our bodies act like a massive, interconnected network of wiring, a biological semiconductor, if you will. This incredible system allows those healing electrons from the earth to zip around to any part of your body that needs them, pretty much at the speed of light. So let's just boil this all down. It's really a tale of two states. On one hand, you've got the electron-deficient state. This is what happens when we're constantly wearing shoes insulated from the earth. The result? Chronic inflammation, a weak immune system. Sound familiar? But on the other hand, you've got the electron-rich state. This comes from daily barefoot walking. Your body gets flooded with free electrons, inflammation goes down, your energy goes up, and you're basically priming your body for healing and recovery. The difference is just night and day. Now, the science is absolutely incredible, right? But what does this all mean in the real world, for real people? Because that's where you see the true life-changing power of this practice. I want to share the powerful story of Yo-Hua King. For 35 years, think about that, 35 years, she was paralyzed, living in a wheelchair after a cerebral artery rupture. But then, after just 2 months of dedicated, intensive barefoot walking, she regained her freedom. Her story is just such a profound testament to the body's incredible ability to find a cure once it's reconnected to the earth. So, right about now, you're probably thinking, okay, I'm in. How do I tap into this healing power? And the best part is, it's so simple to start. But it's really important that you do it safely and correctly. All right, here are a few simple steps to get you started. First off, just start slow. Find some safe, natural ground like grass or soft dirt. Second, and this is just common sense, always watch where you're stepping. Third, it's a good idea to just make sure your tetanus vaccination is up to date. Number 4, aftercare is super important. Always wash your feet thoroughly with soap and water when you're done. And finally, please listen carefully to this last one. It's a biggie. Especially when the weather is dry, you've got to apply a generous amount of moisturizer. This is what prevents those painful cracked heels and keeps your feet healthy and ready for your next walk. And here we are at what might be the single most important point of this whole thing. The benefits of barefoot walking add up over time. This isn't a one-and-done kind of deal. It's a daily practice. Consistency, that is the absolute key. It's how you achieve a lasting cure and how you maintain that incredible health you've worked for. Okay, so you've seen the science, you've heard the incredible stories, now it's your turn. The journey begins with you. The power to reconnect with all this amazing healing energy, it's literally right there at your feet. So here's my invitation to you. Go reconnect yourself to the Earth's healing circuit. Just step outside, slip off your shoes, and feel that direct connection. It's time for all of us to rediscover our electrical roots and start living a more vibrant, healthier life. So, what are you waiting for? Start your barefoot walking journey today. And listen, you don't have to go it alone. I really recommend joining the Barefoot Walking National Movement Headquarters Neighbor Cafe. It's an absolutely fantastic community where you can share all kinds of information and stories. And finally, if this explainer was helpful for you, please show your support. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to turn on notifications so you won't miss what's coming next. Thanks so much for watching.